Hi folks, welcome to this video. And one thing I know about you is that by the very fact that you're watching this video, you're wanting to learn how to teach online, or perhaps you are one of our faculty candidates at Oklahoma Wesleyan who will be learning how to teach online. What I need to tell you is be patient. If you're a digital immigrant like me, that means it's like learning a whole new language. Now, you can do this, but you need to prepare yourself. You need to prepare yourself for some frustration, and you need to prepare yourself with patience. And I promise you, in the end, it will really pay off for you and for your students. Oklahoma Wesleyan has some of the highest standards for our teachers because we want our students to get the very best. So what I want to share with you in this short video is simply some of the expectations of online faculty members. First of all, you need to realize that you need to complete your Meet the Professor information and update your online course at least 7 to 10 days before the start of each class. So what we're talking about here is personalizing your class. Get creative with posting your video and whatever pictures that you would like to post of yourself. Encourage your students to do the same thing. At least 3 days before your class comes online, let me suggest that you send out a welcome email to each of your students. And then provide your students with at least 2 different points of contact. Perhaps your email, perhaps your telephone, whatever it is that you feel like they can get a hold of you the most quickly. It is vital that you establish communication with your students immediately. Now, I want you to remember when you're responding to your students' postings and their submissions on the forums, it's not good for you to create your own original post. It's better for you just to respond to their post. But you need to be sure to respond to your students in a substantive manner. And that means grammatically correct, spelling is correct. That also means that you've got documentation for whatever ideas that you put out there. Go ahead and challenge your students. Get involved in those forums with the students. Now, this does not mean that you have to respond to every one of their posts with a response that's 2 to 500 words or 400 words or 300 words or whatever. But it does 3 to 5. You need to be doing that many posts in a substantive way. But it's all right, of course, for you to respond more briefly to a lot of students' posts, and that way you help to keep your presence online. Be sure as much as possible to include your faith, your values, collision points, potential spiritual areas that you can talk about in any subject. Teachers at Oklahoma Wesleyan should be able to respond in some sort of spiritual way. It is vital that you respond quickly, and it's vital that you respond positively to the students. And that sometimes needs to be in a corrective manner to help them see perhaps what they're doing wrong. Remember, you are always to maintain student confidentiality. And if you see any negative or obscene postings, be sure and delete them immediately. I've never had that experience, but if you do, let's just get them out of there as quickly as possible. There are many other ways also to keep up a strong online presence. You can email your students. You can email them en masse or individually. You can post announcements every day. There are a lot of ways to stay in touch with your students. You can use a lot of the Blackboard announcement tools to share information with your class to let them know you are there for them. So in review, the main thing here for you to do is to be sure that you keep a positive online presence. Keep it positive, keep it personal, and most of all, just be there. Be present, and make sure that your expectations of the students are very clear with the dates when students need to have their assignments due and turned in, and any other things that you expect of your students. Make it clear. And it's very important that if a student contacts you, that you get back to them as soon as possible. For me, that means within the hour if possible. Of course, that's not always an option for many of us. but get back to them as quickly as possible, and that includes providing them with corrective feedback on their assignments, on their tests, on their forums, on all of their activities. Once again, I want to congratulate you on being an online faculty member at Oklahoma Wesleyan or wherever you teach. This is a great opportunity. It is the future of education in this country. Good luck, and God bless.